Hey guys, this is going to be a bit of a long vlog video of my girlfriend and I's trip to Japan late last year. So get comfy and enjoy the snippets of our beautiful trip through Japan. Of course, we've got all the silly bits in there too. I'll be talking about bits and pieces, but I'll let a lot of the footage do the talking as well. Enjoy. We didn't take any videos at the airport. Way too busy being overwhelmed. But the first thing we did once we dropped our bags at the hotel was head to this fancy baked goods kind of area underneath the Tokyo station and pick up a sweet little something to enjoy.
Oh my goodness, so cute!
Yum. Sharing was mandatory on this holiday, of course.
That is so good. Where's it going? Where's the camera?
Naturally, one of the first stops we made was to a Pokemon Center, the one in Tokyo specifically. Every single Pokemon Center had something unique on the walls or a statue or something that made it different from all the other ones. Every single one was worth going to. You could leave me in any of these shops all day and I'd be very happy. In fact, I'm pretty sure Sarah nearly did multiple times each day, but I did make it out eventually. The amount of cool Pokemon stuff you could get in these stores was insane. If there was a Pokemon you wanted as a plushie, I can almost guarantee they had it. You wanted a keychain? Done. You wanted a book cover? Done. If it's something Pokemon that exists, they have it there. We jumped over to Harajuku, best known as the fashion district, for the rest of the evening and checked out some gacha shops and a bunch of clothing stores. Right at the start of the street, they had this sign with a camera on it. So, naturally, you gotta do what you gotta do here. If you don't know what a gacha is, think a small capsule with something inside of it. But in Japan, something inside of it's usually pretty weird, or anime related, or both.
So many. What's that?
But anyway, these shops have hundreds and hundreds of these things, and it's just, even if you don't buy anything in there, it's worth a wander through just to have a laugh.
So much cool stuff.
Next, we went to the busiest pedestrian crossing in the world, Shibuya Crossing. Had to hold Sarah's hand through here or she may have been swept away. It really does live up to its name. It's crazy. Thousands of people cross it every single light cycle. We went straight over it though, over to the Nintendo store and Pokemon Center, naturally. This Mewtwo statue in the tube was just unnecessarily cool. I mean, look at it! Sarah was pretty excited about this, as you can tell. Nearly lost her in the Nintendo abyss. The next day, we went to the Studio Ghibli Museum, an absolute highlight of the trip. This walk was just so beautiful and peaceful and was a beautiful introduction to just how lovely Japan is, especially when you're going and checking out, I guess, the more natural and historical aspects of the place compared to just touristy stuff. It was just so serene.
This is incredible.
The museum was so incredible, but unfortunately, you're not allowed to film inside the museum. However, you can film outside on the roof, which had an incredible life-size statue with a robot from Nagoya, Valley of the Wind. No further questions about that pronunciation. Everything here was just so meticulously created. It was just beautiful. There was this really beautiful classic hand pump well near the cafeteria area. Once again, everything about this place was just so beautiful. Come on, me, put your back into it. On the way back, we got some hot corn soup from a vending machine. Yeah, look, Japanese vending machines are incredible. If you've never seen one before, they have all sorts of good stuff in them.
It's corn soup.
Yes. Hopefully. You going first taste? And surprise, surprise, it was actually delicious.
It's actually good.
Yeah. Oh, smells good.
Yeah. I didn't get any corn though.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Oh. Corn vending machine. Oh. We also found a Don Quixote on the way back to the train station, so naturally we had a wander. If you don't know, Don Quixote is a massive everything-in-one department store chain in Japan. Think Japanese Walmart. You can get groceries on the bottom, suitcases at the top, and sex toys somewhere in the middle. Plus heaps of sweet anime and gaming merch.
There was people there.
What are you? We jumped onto a bullet train the next day to head to Osaka. Tried to get some nice footage going past Mount Fuji, but we both fell asleep before we passed it. The bullet trains are just that smooth. The train ride was the perfect time to catch up on some work, reviewing videos and getting thumbnails together, and I couldn't have been able to do that without this Aero 16 OLED laptop that I was given thanks to Gigabyte. Now here's a little bit about this bad boy. If you're looking for the perfect laptop upgrade and you want something that is both powerful and unbelievably travel ready, then you're gonna love today's sponsor. This right here is the Aero 16 OLED by Gigabyte. Not only does this bad boy pack a punch with its performance capabilities, but it's somehow full-sized and tiny. Yeah, a 16-inch screen with a 16:10 aspect ratio, with 4K OLED delivering the most crystal clear visuals you've ever seen. And it comes in at less than 2 centimeters thick and under 2 kilograms. That's wild. I used this on a recent holiday to Japan, and there is honestly no other laptop I'd rather use than this incredible piece of technology. I could talk about this laptop all day, but I'll spare you that and I'll give you a quick rundown of what's inside this beast. We're talking an Intel i9 13th generation processor, a GeForce RTX 40 series graphics card, Thunderbolt 4 charging capabilities, as well as the data transfer speeds that come with Thunderbolt, Wi-Fi 6E for wireless speeds like you've never seen, an 88 watt-hour battery which just lasts for hours and hours, extremely quiet use with Gigabyte's wind-forced infinity cooling, 4K output on up to 3 screens, and much more. So if you're in the market for a new rig that you need to move around a bit, then this is the laptop for you. Or if you're building a PC, get yourself a Gigabyte graphics card. Thanks Gigabyte for sponsoring this video. This thing is built for speed. Once we got in Osaka, we did the mandatory visit to the Pokemon Center and Nintendo store as stipulated on the entry visa to Japan, and just like the last one, we were blown away. This one was somehow even bigger. More cool statues, of course, both from Pokemon and Nintendo in general. Cue Sarah disappearing into the Zelda and Pikmin section once again. There was even a massive One Piece shop, which didn't interest me, but still very cool.
So big.
Oh my god, it's huge. The Nintendo shop was really something else. Like, I thought the Pokemon centers were cool, but walking into the Nintendo stores and seeing merch of everything Nintendo related that you love, it's... Oh, I thought I was gonna have to buy 6 more suitcases just to be able to get stuff home. Also, I'm going to leave the audio for this rather than some background lo-fi because they got Splatoon beats cranking. How good! It's like that in every Nintendo store. Always Nintendo game music playing. Day 2 in Osaka was one we've been waiting for since the day we booked the tickets. We were finally going to Universal Studios, but more specifically, Nintendo Land. Yippee! This entire place was just unbelievable. You have to see it to believe it. It did not feel real. This full-size Bowser statue on the lines to get into one of the rides was insane. Look at it!
Is that Ganondorf?
Shut up.
Every ride had an incredible lineup space showing all sorts of cool stuff from the Mario universe, like life-size trophies from Mario Kart. God, you have no idea how much I resisted the temptation to pull these things off the wall and try and stuff one up my shirt and get out of the country with it. It's crazy to think that you could be lined up for a ride and just not be bored. Like you're entirely engrossed in everything around you because the entire line space is just, it's out of a video game. Oh yeah, this was an interactive ride, by the way, if you couldn't guess by the controls, and like the VR little visor thingies that we've got on. Pretty wild. Sarah was very happy to be in this ride. And the view we got from this ride was, worth it on its own. Just look at the place. Still don't think it's real, and I've been there.
Guy to go to heaven. Whee!
Naturally, we spent way too much at the Nintendo stores in there, so I got to film anything in there though, as our hands were full of stuff, but I'm sure you'll see a bunch of that stuff throughout the rest of this video. If you've ever tuned into one of my streams, you've probably seen me with one of the coffee mugs too. We met Toaster Shoes' favourite Nintendo character too. There was a multitude of interactive games throughout this theme park as well, which was just really cool. You know, you get your little watch thing that you wear, you know, you tap yourself on, you get points, and yeah, pretty cool.
It had a big pop-up.
There's so much to take in when walking through all the rooms in this place. It's just, everything is just so cool. And the attention to detail is mwah. This was really fun, but very confusing. We're not actually hitting anything. These are just shadows on the wall that we're trying to work out what we're hitting. And my camera work was not the finest. Fail. They also had a Chef Toad Cafe, which was a bit overpriced but a worthwhile experience. The whole place was just so amazing. Like seriously though, this cafe was massive and the whole thing was done up like Mario themed. This is just next level. And of course, every piece of food was themed to Mario. Pretty cool.
Help me, Mario. I'm melting. Salad.
We also got a few Harry Potter rides included in our ticket pack. So that was pretty awesome checking out the castle and Hogsmeade as well. Didn't find Potter, not even a Weasley.
Wizard out.
I'm a what?
Yeah, a wizard.
Not gonna lie, it was a little weird hearing all these paintings talking in Japanese, but it was still very cool. And we can't forget that it was Halloween while we were there at Universal. So there was all sorts of zombie and spooky themed stuff going on, including zombie flash dances. Kinda creepy, but a lot of fun. Sorry, the original music got copyrighted on this, so this is the alternative that doesn't go with it. We spent the entire day at Universal, but despite being exhausted the next day, we were up early and checking out some of the beautiful heritage of the area, the Osaka Castle. Absolutely stunning, and quite the line to get in. Pretty incredible view of the area from the top too. It wasn't even a clear day and the view was still amazing. We didn't record it because we were too busy panicking, but it absolutely chucked down with rain on us on the way over to the Osaka Aquarium. Beautiful and dry by the time we got out though. This is the outside of the aquarium. I filmed this bit after we went in, but you know. I don't know if it was just because it had been hyped up by another couple Aussie tourists we met at a train station the day before, but it honestly just wasn't as cool as we were expecting. The massive tank with the whale sharks that spanned across 6 floors was pretty cool, but the aquarium in Melbourne back in Australia had way more to offer.
Wow. How'd you miss it?
I'd never seen a whale shark in the flesh before, so this was pretty cool.
His body is a wibbly pancake. He's like, bro.
You're not wrong.
Like when you stick your head out like the car door and it's like you're driving and it's like
Science with Sarah.
it was 1921. The year was well.
Oh, no.
This right here is a sunfish. This is essentially a biscuit for seals. It's nothing but cartilage and no brain, and they get enormous. And for some reason, Sarah loves these things.
Laughing him, I'm calling him Gerald.
Whose eye? It looks like it's painted on.
Gerald! Can we take more?
What are you going to do with sunfish? Do you know how big they get?
Those funny little penguin things. I don't think they're actually penguins, but I can't remember what they are.
What are you doing up there, buddy? You've Austin Powers yourself in the corner.
The best fish in the aquarium, of course. These things are pretty cool. Very cute. They look like the Pokemon Wiglet. Probably the inspiration, to be honest. And what's an aquarium without some funky shrimp? I have no idea what this ugly thing is, but the spider crabs were awesome.
He's coming for it. Oh lord, he coming. God, that's a big crab.
I wish I had that many legs.
What?
I wish I had that many legs.
Why?
So I could rest some of them.
You're trying to make the bed and the sheets are everywhere, just like flapping.
You know that the bread that I like from Sushi Train?
The bread that you like from Sushi Train.
Piece of chicken with a soft bun around it.
A bao
It
bun?
looks like a bao bun. Bao bun.
That man just did a drive-by.
Bao bun.
What's he looking at? Like a pensioner. An angry pensioner. Look how pretty that is in the light.
It's like cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
I don't know why, but jellyfish are always a highlight at aquariums. Something just really majestic about them, I guess. Especially these ones. These were big.
Wow.
So good. And there's like a bomb that looks like smoke.
Like a mushroom cloud. What you doing, buddy? Jesus.
He's slowly floating forward.
He's just sitting there.
It's just liquid.
It's just like someone sitting on a park bench, just like, wait to feed the pigeon. Looks like
He's trying to fight to stay awake. He's just like, his dad on the couch, just like.
Yeah, he's had 2 beers, he's had dinner, and he's.
So goofy looking. And the other one's just like, oh, it's us.
That's me after dinner. That's me at 2 a.m. And then there's you cutting laps. Another early start the next day for a beautiful day trip to Kyoto, starting with a hike up Fushihime Inari Shrine. One of the most beautiful places we visited. Absolutely worth the hike. There was a cat. We patted the cat.
Goofy thing.
That's actually a really big fish. That's a good 2 foot long at least.
It's very shallow water that it's plodding around in too.
Yeah, it's a damn. God damn. This is the first proper shrine we actually went to, so seeing all these sorts of things around was pretty cool. You could tell some of this stuff has been here for hundreds of years. We also saw what I think was some kind of hummingbird. It was pretty cool as it was nothing like anything we get in Australia. So I decided to get some slow-mo footage of it. Also in hindsight, there's a chance this may just be some kind of moth. I really don't know. Let me know what you think it is in the comments. It took us at least halfway through this hike to realize that there was writing on the one side of these arches and not on the other. Unsurprisingly, it was a pretty busy destination, but there was plenty of moments we managed to get a view with no other people around, and it was just stunning. It's even worth it when it's really busy, let's be real. This little section would have to be one of my favorite parts of this walk. Beautiful. There were some delicious food markets at the base of the shrine area too, which I also forgot to film. Way too busy stuffing my hungry face. Later, once we were back in Kyoto, we naturally went to the Nintendo store and Pokemon centers. Standard practice, bought Pokemon packs, found Reggie plushies. But on the way there, we found ourselves walking through the coolest Mario-themed tunnel underneath the main street.
They're everywhere.
This store was also on a timed ticket entry kind of system thing. Bit of a pain because we didn't know in advance, but we got our tickets and got in anyway. There was also a cool photo spot above the Nintendo store. You had to line up for this once you're inside the store, but it was worth it. That night we went to the Kodaiji Autumn Illumination Show before heading back to Osaka. I hope my phone camera does justice with the night footage here because this was really beautiful. Enjoy! The rest of this stunning park was beautifully illuminated throughout this. We lucked out real good with the weather as well, it was really nice.
Wow.
Nagoya was our next stop on the trip, and we checked out the Science Museum and Planetarium. It was actually a really cool experience, highly educational but not at all boring. Learned some stuff, you know? Also, Sarah loves space. She had a blast. Almost every single exhibit in this place was interactive, and it was really cool. I felt like a big kid. I mean, I am, but you know what I mean. There was also a whole floor dedicated entirely to space, as well as a planetarium. I'd never been in one, and you weren't allowed to record in there, but look, I'm not gonna lie. I fell asleep. It was dark and comfy. Don't be mad at me. I heard other people snoring too. The retro gaming and trading card stores in Nagoya were really cool, and I found pricings to be much more reasonable than that of the busy tourist destinations in and around Tokyo. In this one, we found some incredible limited edition consoles that I'd never even seen before. All unfortunately not for sale, but I have a feeling I probably wouldn't have liked the price tag anyway. A little further down, I found probably my favorite card shop of the trip, Torika Camp. They had a beautiful range of Japanese booster boxes, graded cards, and more. It's also where I found the best price on the brand new sets that come out a few days prior, as well as some 200 yen, roughly $2 Australian, mystery packs, which I recorded a Pokemon video on. I'll link that in the description if you want to check that out. They had an incredible range of booster boxes here. I think there was everything from X and Y all the way through to what's new, plus a sprinkling of everything older. Same going for graded cards and other sealed products. It was just very impressive. I picked up a few Reggie cards that I didn't have as well, so that's always nice. I'd also been buying as many Pokemon booster packs as you're allowed to every visit to every Pokemon Center. No further questions. Studio Ghibli Park was on the menu for the next day. This is another one of those incredible experiences in Japan that you have to book for over a month in advance and it will sell out within an hour. But it was also one of the most amazing places to see. And when we went, it was only at stage 1 of I think 7 for the entire place. Definitely going to go again next time we go to Japan because it was just so cool. Every single one of these displays was basically a scene that you could take a picture in and be a part of a Ghibli film. It was really cool.
Animal are you?
Move.
This entire place was basically inside of, well, a warehouse. It was set up to look like I guess like an old town, but, you know, Ghibli style, plus all sorts of other stuff sprinkled throughout. And remember, this is just like one part of, I believe, 7 sections for this entire Ghibli Park.
Get away.
They had a couple rooms set up enormous to look like you were the same size as the character in Arrietty, which was, you know, Arrietty. I felt tiny.
Why are his eyes so red? Why does he look so stoned? What's going on here?
Gotta pay your respect to the god.
Oh, it's Totoro.
You see that big ass green head there? Yeah, they sold those as plushies. So I had to buy the biggest one, of course. Sarah wouldn't let me get 3. Had to vacuum seal it in a bag to get it into my suitcase.
Alright, you may be able to tell what this is by looking at it if you're a big Ghibli nerd, but it's been vacuum sealed so it would fit in the suitcase. Let's have a little look at what happens when we, rise like a good loaf of bread. Please keep rising.
Oh my god, I hate it.
I love him. I regret nothing.
It's huge. It looks so big next to
It's
you.
even funnier when you're holding it.
Can't give it here.
Swapsies.
Why is that so heavy? What?
It's fucking enormous. It's so big. Where are you?
It's grown legs.
Nice legs. Oh god.
Oh,
Oi, 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 oi. No, don't. He's been mushed.
Show home.
He won't like it.
No, he won't.
Go on. What is it? What does it know? Oi, 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 oi. Nah, he's not interested. We went for a bit of a walk through some of the park after seeing the warehouse, but we ran out of sunlight pretty quick, and I think we took a wrong turn somewhere. Got some beautiful views though. Had to bail once it got dark because the mosquitoes were hungry, and so were we. Hope you've enjoyed this so far. This is going to be a 2-parter because I didn't want to make one enormous video. So make sure you subscribe so you can catch the second half of this vlog, so that way you don't miss out on any of the other cool stuff that we did on this holiday. Massive shout out once again to Gigabyte for the incredible laptop that they gave me. Would not have been able to keep up with my work stuff on this trip without it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the second half. Bye.